today. In the Morag Kaigo-Sha, it's the 50th year this time around to the world. Throughout my life I've been a visionary my entire life, and I've been taught by various different elders and worked in various different occupations, quite a huge scope. As a visionary and someone who's been shown what I have, I wish to share this with you. This is the quintessential nature. In the video that you're about to watch, I will share two particular teachings. The first one being the divine heart, or the diamond heart meditation. The second one being the infinite divine heart practice that leads on. These meditations are universal, and in the nature of the font of the being, as compassion is focused upon, you can draw this back to the source wisdom that you've grown up with. I've tried and aimed to eradicate a lot of dogma in this, but in the nature of what I'm speaking about is what we would describe as the eyes and mind and heart of God, the divine nature, the Buddha mind. And when you understand the universality of this, then you'll understand the aspect of ourselves. So I'll just begin without much ado and formality, because it's not the point today. The point is to share. I call to the thunderbolt bearers of all most sacred realms, of all lineages most sacred and divine, to draw forth to us, to watch over us and to keep us, to hold us safe and firm, to grant illumination and wisdom to our beings. If you just want to sit yourself in a comfortable position, bringing your right hand to the point between the pubic mound and the stomach, just in the crease there, the left hand on top, the two thumbs unite, just gently holding it. Allow your attention and your awareness to come to the forehead, closing your eyes. Begin to follow your breathing, a slow, steady inhale, and slow, steady exhale. Slow, steady inhale, and slow, steady exhale. Everything else is falling away. You're aware now only of my voice and the sounds of your own internal heartbeat. You turn your ears and awareness inwardly to listen to the heartbeat, feeling it in the chest, drawing deeper and deeper, investing yourself into the heartbeat, allowing everything else just to fall away, to hear the heartbeat with inner ears, to feel it within the being. As you do so, you see the area become bright and luminous, white laced with either the most beautiful electric blue or luminous pink. Letting the veils of hurt, pain and sufferance disappear, you invest yourself deeper and deeper into the heartbeat. You are completely safe here, completely at ease. Nothing may harm you, nothing may hurt you. As you move deeper and deeper into the heart, you are aware of the central line of being that flows down into this place, that connects you above and below, from beyond the void in the jeweled sea, flowing down through the great tree, down through the realms of the gods, Asuras and Titans, the realms of refuge of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, down through the manifest realm, the universe into here and now, flowing from countless ages to here and now. within the center of the heartbeat, within the depths of the diamond nature within your own being, the diamond seed, this light that has come forth, flowing down of the ages, from the first moment of the very first universe, living light, flowing down through your mothers, all the way to here and now, this connection that has always been, as energy transmutes and creates and moves forth. This central line of being, of your own being, that flows down from beyond the jeweled sea, through the void, through the great tree, through the realms of refuge, through the cosmos into here and now, through the heart, connected above and below, forward and behind, left and right into the universe. Spiring energy comes down and up, clockwise into the heart solar plexus area, connecting you into creation. You invest yourself deeper and deeper into the diamond seed within the being, the body seed. It is unique. It is your own heartbeat, your very signature and frequency of self. Around it is what appears like a holographic diamond. It is 32 facets, 16 above and 16 below. The clear light, pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, and the light of creation flows down through this, connected into source, to self, and the nature of creation. You have always been this. And as you let go of the veils, the pain, the hurt, the sufferance, the approval of others and seeking this, and return to self, you begin to feel the weight of the everyday life, of that which is false, and false thought fall away, returning to the self and returning to the self-nature, returning to source, to the connection with nature and to the connection of self. Below you erupts the jeweled sea, the sea of great flickering lights, of enlightened beings that have gone beyond the void. Above you, the nature of the blue of limitless light, of eternal light, fills the sky. The clear light, or the pure divine radiant thought, flows from beyond here, beyond this universe and this tree, beyond the greater tree, to the very first thought and beyond, flowing down through into here and now. It is wisdom, compassion, love that outlasts the ages, and mercy, the nature of pure divine radiant thought. You focus upon this, seeing it, seeing yourself within the center of that diamond light. Focus upon the frequency and the signature of your own being. It is perfect. It is unique. It is the nature of pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, and the light of creation, the eyes and mind and heart of God. It is the place of co-creation. You invest yourself within it. This eternal nature that has always been, that is the frequency, the sound, and the energy of your own heartbeat. Breathing in and out gently through the nose into this place. Drawing yourself into the center of this. letting yourself focus upon the heartbeat. You invest yourself deeper and deeper here, taking refuge in the pure nature, letting all attachments fall away, just being present in the benevolent nature of the being, wisdom, compassion, love, and mercy. Pure, benevolent action, pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, and the light of creation. I have always been, and I shall always be. I am the light of pure thought, wisdom, and the light of creation. I am pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, and the light of creation. I am wisdom, compassion, love, mercy, pure, benevolent action. I am the pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, and the light of creation. I am the eyes and mind and heart of God. I am the divine, living expression of living light, conscious and sentient. I return to self. I return to the nature of being, to nature, and I return to the source. Let yourself sit within this. Aware of the being, of the heartbeat, of the pure, benevolent nature of the being, unhindered, allowing all veils, all false concepts and false thought to flow off of you and to fall away, to dissolve into emptiness and nothingness as they are, to empty yourself of everything but the pure nature of being, to come home to self, to source, and to nature, the place within creation. You always have been this, and you shall always remain this. From birth to death, to birth and death again, in the return, we have but played a role as though but actors upon a stage, role-playing within the world, letting these go, to return to self. There is nothing that does not die, that must not die. We must let go of all that is not us, of our conceptions and perceptions of self and life, and return back to the self, to this nature, benevolent, loving, compassionate, wise. All other things are but a fallacy. In this great place and this great manifestation of the divine mind, we are the living hands, feet and fingers of this divine nature. Being deep within the heart and bringing that into the physical body, connected to the jeweled sea, the clothes, connected to the jeweled sea and the flow connected to the jeweled sea and the flow of pure divine radiant thought that draws down through into the heartbeat to here and now. the slow, steady inhale and the slow, steady exhale, connected above and below through the line of being, forward and behind, left and right. The energy of life and creation spiraling down and spiraling up into the heart, solar plexus center, seeing yourself here and now in the pure diamond nature. Just remaining within this. Bringing yourself now, once again, into the comfortable seated position. Right hand on the bottom, left hand on the top, thumbs gently together. Bringing yourself into the diamond of the being. Drawing down into the heartbeat. A slow, steady inhale and slow, steady exhale. Slow, steady inhale and slow, steady exhale. You let everything else fall away. There is nothing but the heartbeat and my voice. You're aware within the diamond of the being, the jeweled nature, that you are connected into all of creation, to the pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation, to the supreme originating nature. You are the eyes and mind and heart of God, letting the veils around the heart peel back. The body seed, the diamond seed, bright and shining, clarifies. The 32-faceted diamond becomes sharp and clear within the heart, radiant, set upon the jeweled sea, the great roar of all those enlightened beings, deep beyond the void, in the place of the corona of the divine thought, the ever-dawning molten gold sun of the jeweled sea, the line of the being, the clear light, pure divine radiant thought, traverses down through this line. From here it flows down through the great tree of life, down through the void, through the tree, down through the palatial realms of the gods, Asuras and Titans, the realms of refuge of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, down through the cosmos, into the being. Through the heartbeat, you have been and shall always be connected to this flow of source. Within the jeweled sea, hearing the roar of the great minds, aware of the corona of divine thought, bright, golden, light, molten. Above you, the blue light of limitless light, eternal light that flows forth out forever. The pure divine radiant thought flows down through into the being, into the heart. Seeing yourself as bright and luminous, a body of diamond, pure and white, the heart glowing. You focus upon the nature of pure benevolent action. Feeling it generating in the heart, the nature of perfect compassion, wisdom, divine love that outlasts the ages, mercy, the pure benevolency of creation, divine thought and wisdom that has gone on forever and ever beyond all ages, since before the first eruption of the first universe, all flowing through gently like a waterfall through your being. This flows down through the clear light now, the central line of the being, into the heart. As it flows down through the heart, you follow it, moving down through the void, through the sun of the great tree, down through the tree itself, through the roots of the tree, through the palatial realms, into manifestation over the earth. There, seeing the diamond nature within the being, connected into creation above and below, forward and behind, the twin spirals, focusing upon the benevolent nature of pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and light of creation, this living, flowing force that flows forth like a river and a waterfall. You say now, of the infinite sea, of the infinite divine heart practice now, I manifest of supreme compassion, mercy, wisdom and love to the world. Seeing this flow down through the heart and into the world. Like a wave it flows, gentle and beautiful, cleansing, healing, harmonizing. No thoughts and intents, but that of compassion, wisdom, mercy, the benevolent action that goes beyond good and bad. You allow it to flow forth more and more. A great ocean that erupts out, flowing down into the worlds. Again, now, you connect to the source, drawing it down, flowing down into the heart. It clears the being and the line. Two swords of great light, diamond thunderbolted swords, draw down and around through the central line, out and up, cleansing the way as you draw back to self, letting the practice cease like a tap slowly turning off and returning back to the heartbeat, to the jeweled nature, the diamond of the being, and to the jeweled sea. Referencing back to self, the eternal nature, to the heartbeat. You connect to the jeweled sea, to the diamond of the being, to the clear light that flows down the nature of pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation. And of that line you draw down. And you say within your being, of the infinite divine heart practice, I manifest of three manifestations of supreme compassion. See yourself now become three separate bodies over the earth, like a waterfall flowing forth from the heart out into the worlds. Wisdom, compassion, love, mercy, pure benevolent action, pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation. Drawing back into the being, letting the manifestations return into the one, connecting to the clear light, the line, reference to the heart and the heartbeat, allowing the waters to ebb 2 diamond thunderbolt swords draw down through the central line and out, cleansing, and you return to the jeweled sea, to the diamond nature of the being, the nature of pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation beyond all ages flows down from beyond, passing down through the limitless light into the jeweled sea, through the diamond of the being, flowing down. You connect into the diamond seed, becoming stronger, to the diamond hologram that is becoming more and more solid, bright and radiant. You connect to this line of light and you say with me, of the infinite divine heart practice, the great seal I manifest of infinite compassion and mercy, flowing down through the line now, stepping through the jeweled sea, flowing down with these waters through the void, the top of the great tree where the illumination of the sun is, down through the thrones, the base of the tree, down through the palatial realms, the Asura's titans and gods, over the manifest creation, over the world. You now manifest as 10 separate bodies, bright and luminous, all perfect, allowing the flow of the great sea, the infinite divine heart practice, to flow through the body into the world. You focus upon compassion and wisdom into the world, love and mercy, the benevolent nature, letting it flow through stronger and stronger. All the meanwhile, you are gently focused upon the nature of the heart, the frequency of the being, this jewel within the lotus, this living force that has descended through all ages, imperfection to here and now, sentient living light, the manifestation of the eyes and mind and heart of God, the original nature that has been spoken of time and time and time again to this world, the great seal, the infinite divine heart practice, returning the 10 manifestations into one, allowing the energies, the waters to web. 2 diamond thunderbolted swords draw down through the central line, spinning out and around and back up, cleansing, and you return beyond the tree, beyond the void, to the jeweled sea, aware that it goes beyond this, way deeper, to countless ages back to the source. You see the clear light, the nature of pure divine radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation flow down through into you. You let it flush the lines flowing down into the body and return yourself to the heartbeat, into the body seed, seeing the diamond bright and strong. Seeing yourself in the highest form that you are able to perceive, the diamond being of bright and white, upon the jeweled sea, hearing the roar of the ocean of great enlightened beings who have passed the void, of the corona of pure divine thought that sits upon the horizon, the ever-dawning molten gold sun of the jeweled sea. The clear light flows down through the diamonds, like a trickle flowing down through the line. You follow this down into the body, connecting the two to each other, embodying it into here and now. the diamond nature, wisdom, compassion, love, mercy, pure benevolent action, pure divine radiant thought. This flow of light, wisdom and creation, pure thought that has flowed down from age to age that we are connected into, that is the line of our being, that through our parents and our mothers is our direct connection through all ages. For energy never perishes, it never dies, it but transmutes from one thing to another. You are connected into this. Seeing yourself upon the ground, place your right foot to the ground, still in meditation. Begin to follow your breathing, bringing it back up. Slow, steady inhale, and slow, steady exhale. Slow, steady inhale, and slow, steady exhale. You become aware of my voice. You become aware of the room that you are in. You become aware of your body. And as you are ready, you open your eyes, able to retain all that you need. Eternal light to you all, in humility, the offering of the great altar, the heart of the being. Namaste. May you be protected and kept. May you be watched over and you be safe. Just a very short discourse. And I really want to keep this simple because I don't want there to be any pretense in this practice, which is the biggest problem that goes out. Pretty much the wisdom of all our religions is stored in this. I've been a visionary all my life, and I don't say that by any simple means. And I've been taught right across the board, and I've trashed my body so much you just wouldn't believe it. So I honour the fact that this body has made it this far and I've put it through what I have. I also honour the teachers that have taught me repeatedly, and in that understanding it's like no one can lay claim to spiritual divine knowledge because it belongs to all, and the divinity in the two practices, to keep it very simple, and I'll do a greater discourse somewhere along the lines and share. The first technique draws us back to the nature, to the eyes and mind and heart of God, which is actually what we really are, and it lets us shed everything to return to that, and the focus of that, and the focus of what we would call the benevolent nature, the eyes and mind and heart of God, or awakened thought, from the Buddhist lines, bodhicitta, the awakened nature, the awakened thought, the mastery of death, the awakened mastery of death. And if you have a background in theology, you'll start to understand how profound it is then that this goes through the liberators. What is able to erupt out of this is through practice, and the practice of focus of compassion is the eruption of awakened thought. Through the focus upon awakened thought, the eruption of enlightenment. So enlightenment is not salvation by way. Benevolent beings bring about salvation, and that still leads us to the point of where enlightenment can occur, where we start to take responsibility for our own beings as co-creators. The second technique is the same but much greater, where that level of compassion enables us to draw that into the world, to focus that out, which once again can awaken the being and bring about a fully blown realization in the essence of the being. The other side is what it does is it teaches us the limitedness of thought and in the human mind, and the capacity of the greater thought of the fact that we're limitless. So bit by bit we stage that, and we teach the body to take this energy too, because the body has to be able to take light, the nervous system has to temper and open up. You'll hear in the wording the potential to manifest is unlimited, is eternal, is infinite, and beyond. So infinite body is an infinite manifestation of compassion. Imagine what that does, because what you think is reality, and that I'm not meaning deluded thought, meaning is in when we really understand what's going on, and as in the nature of role-playing, we become what we focus upon. So when we focus upon this, we awaken this within us and we start to break boundaries. The other side of it is that the very nature, it starts to break up karma, or what you would call negativity stored in the being, and the nature of transgressions broken up through the acts of compassion. This also needs to be taken into everyday life, and it will become fully rooted within everyday life. The other side of what I would share with you is that I'm using particular terms here to free us up from our dogmas, right? Pure, divine, radiant thought, wisdom, the light of creation. Now you can understand that as the mind of God. You can understand that as the Buddha nature. Or are they both? You can understand that as the nature of the living force that flows through of all things and returns back to itself, and the great conveyor belt and river of life. But that's essentially what all of this is. Everything else now we create into religion. But that does not mean to say that the prophets, the teachers and the masters and the divine aspects and the mind of God is not without purpose. It is united. Humankind has just disenfranchised it. And if you understand that 32-faceted diamond being the pure nature, you only see one facet. You turn the diamond and you see another facet. This is the mind of God. This is the pure nature. And these are terms that we need to be able to understand it, because it's way beyond any of that. And I knew this when I was very young. I understood this when I was very, very young. All we were seeing was one thing. But in the center of the diamond, out of awareness, we become aware of the whole nature. Now we still can work with what we understand. In the name of Allah, by the name of Ekongar, for God is one, by the name of Yahweh, that which causes to become in the Christ's name, by the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, by the saints, the prophets and the anointed ones. It's all the same. May this pure, radiant thought, wisdom and light of creation, this pure force, the nature of this living force, flood through you. Please share this to your brothers and sisters, to the brethren. Remember, pure, radiant thought, wisdom and the light of creation, we're in this together with our brothers and sisters, with nature. We have to return to self, to nature and to source. We're one without the other. We're not balanced. In the truth of the words Namaste, from my heart to yours, from my being to yours, the divine being in me recognizes the divine being in yourself. There is nothing else. Thank you. And just remember, when you do this practice, we are all there with you, and I shall be there with you too, in memory and thought, in service, and that's what this is for, from the Native American traditions, as I have said for many, many years, of the breath of my life and offering